Hello, I'm Gleaves Whitney, Executive Director of the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Foundation. Each year, our foundation awards two distinguished journalism prizes, one for reporting on the presidency and the other for reporting on national defense. The prizes, initiated in 1988, recognize reportorial excellence and the fostering of better understanding of the presidency and of our national defense. Well, on behalf of the foundation, we're pleased to present this year's prize for reporting on the presidency in 2021. Now, we're going to get to the winner in just a minute, but I want to say each year the prizes are typically presented to the winners at a reception, a really nice reception in Washington, D.C., but for various reasons, we are having a virtual award ceremony this year. Here to present the award to Mike Ford, son of President and Mrs. Ford, and past recent chairman of the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Foundation. Mike Ford, it's yours. Take it.
Thank you, Gleaves, and hello, my friends. On behalf of the Ford family, the foundation, it's my great pleasure and honor to present the 35th annual Gerald R. Ford Journalism Prize for distinguished reporting on the presidency. This year's recipient is Matt Viser from the Washington Post. And we will be recognizing Matt today for his exemplary and outstanding journalistic efforts for 2021. Matt is a White House reporter who is covering the Biden administration. And prior to his position at the Washington Post, he was the deputy chief for the Boston Globe's Washington Bureau. The panel of judges for the Journalism Prize noted, and I quote, "Mr. Viser produced balanced, well-sourced reporting of the president's efforts to connect with Americans in moments of grief. From his meeting with the victims of tornadoes in Kentucky to more strained encounters with families of Marines killed during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. For his unique, broad, authoritative contribution to chronicling the Biden presidency, the selection committee is pleased to honor Matt Viser as the 2021 recipient of the Gerald R. Ford Journalism Prize for distinguished reporting on the presidency." Matt, congratulations on this very special recognition and award from the Ford Presidential Foundation.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I have this nice award that arrived at my door. And I appreciate it. Thank you to Mr. Ford and to Mr. Whitney and to all those at the Ford Presidential Foundation. For those of us who cover the White House, there aren't many awards that approach this one. So this is a huge honor and thank you. These stories all reflect sort of this transition time from President Trump to President Biden. And it was a news-filled year with a lot to cover. And one of the things that we tried to focus on was Biden and the human element. A president entering office at a volatile time, the oldest president in history, and one who came with almost an unprecedented longevity in public life. So we wanted to explore him in a variety of ways and examine his complex and tragic life along with the policies that he was trying to implement. So we looked at him as a Catholic, as an Irishman, as a car lover, even as a would-be mayor. And we looked at him as he went into Trump country to talk to skeptical Americans in places like Kentucky. And we broke news on Hunter Biden's attempt to sell art and the legal complexities that brought to the White House. And we wrote about his efforts, sometimes unsuccessful, to connect with families of Marines who died during the Afghanistan withdrawal. I want to thank the great editing team here at the Washington Post. So much of this work is a result of collaboration, of smart editors who pushed me when I needed a nudge, or who gave me space when I needed a little bit of a longer runway to get going on something. I want to thank in particular Naftali Ben-David, who's the White House editor here, who's helped steer and edit many of these stories, sharpening them both in the conception of them and the words in them. And to Dan Egan, our politics editor, who provides a North Star for our team, and to Phil Rucker and Matea Gold, who really set the high bar and high standards for the entire national desk. Our team of White House reporters, too, have been some of the best colleagues, constantly bouncing ideas around, and I've benefited from all of them immensely, including our bureau chief, Ashley Parker, a former recipient of this award with Phil Rucker. And I want to thank my family, who provided constant support. It was vital during this work from home period, where schedules were often rearranged so I could make extra phone calls or take on pool duty days and spend weeks traveling with the president. And so many of these people who have won this award have been people that I've looked up to, people who I've read their bylines and since have become friends and colleagues. And it's such an honor to receive this and be part of such an esteemed group. And one of my favorite memories in covering several presidential campaigns was in 2012, covering Mitt Romney, where he had a stop in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I had an early morning free and was able to get over to the Ford Presidential Library. So not only is this meaningful for the award, but for where the award is coming from. So thank you guys very much for this great honor.
Thank you, Matt, and wonderful, wonderful journalistic work at the very highest level. We congratulate you again on this prestigious award in your field, and from our family and the foundation, we wish you the very, very best for your future career, and thank you again for all you're doing in the world of the press, free press. So thank you. At this point, I'm going to throw it back to our Executive Director, Gleaves Whitney.
Again, congratulations to you, Matt, for an outstanding job year in and year out. Also, I see it's a big team that you're also crediting. So we are so happy for you and the Washington Post and your team there for winning this year's very prestigious award for reporting on the presidency. As you rightly say, you joined a very esteemed company. And it's great to also to thank the jurors who were part of this process. A number of them just were very perceptive and picked you out of a large batch there. Well, this concludes our program. Best wishes to you all, to you especially, Matt. Thank you.